If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Can I turn on your radio?
Yes, already.
It's almost showtime.
Who's your favorite talk radio personality?
That's Todd. He's weird.
Monday through Friday.
He's strange. 5 to 7. Sloppy.
I mean, he sounds perfect.
He's dreamy.
What do you say? Let's get it going.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
First of all, let me say that I love your show. I mean, you're the bomb.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. This is my Monday. Yeah, I was off yesterday, but I'm here live tonight. You can watch the show on Facebook or YouTube. The live stream is up tonight on the show. We got Cars into Buildings update. We got a jerk alert to talk about. We got a damn it dog. It's Tasty Tuesday. World Cup fever. I am down with the World Cup fever. Also a cavalcade of breaking the law news, including a story that I just heard Ron do about a guy up in, I'm assuming it's a guy, up in Cleveland. A couple people shot up there with a blow dart gun. You know, I got my stepfather-in-law a blow dart gun for Christmas a couple of years ago. I was like trying to find unusual gifts for him, and I saw that at one of the outdoor stores, and I thought, oh my God, Terry needs a blowgun. That's what he needs. And boy, did we have fun with that on Christmas Day. We have guests coming on tonight after 6:30. It's usually Wing It Wednesday, but we've got somebody else scheduled for tomorrow night. But tonight, I've got some good friends coming in from the Salvation Army. I've been doing stuff with them the last couple of years, and they're going to come in tonight and talk about an event that's coming up for the 4th of July. We have also tonight passes for the Land of Illusion Aqua Adventures. It's going to be a sound effects contest. When you hear this fat guy belly flopping,
jump it. Oh my God.
Be the sixth caller at 937-957-1290, and you're going to win a family 4-pack of passes to Aqua Adventures. And before you ask, no, that was not me on my day off yesterday. No belly flopping. First, we got to get to this jerk alert story. This is crazy.
Jerk alert. Okay, who's the jerk?
He's just being a jerk. Oh, shut up, jerk.
Great big jerk.
He's content to be a jerk. Big jerk.
Jerk.
So this started making the rounds last week, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it on Friday because we had our live Evening Edge happy hour at All the Best Delicatessen down there in Washington Township. And by the way, thanks to all the Edge heads that came out, saw some new faces. So that was very nice to see some people coming out. But this story is about a dad who I guess was on a road trip with his 2 young daughters. And these are like little girls, probably under the age of 10. And Dad found himself in a situation where he had to stop at a gas station or a rest stop or someplace to fill up, and his little girls needed to go to the bathroom, which little kids will do when you're on these long road trips, right? So Dad, I guess, tries the men's room, and it's just him. It's him and the 2 girls. Now, I don't know if there's a mom around, if mom was in the car. Maybe it was just Dad and the 2 girls. But Dad was tasked with taking these 2 girls to the bathroom. He goes to the men's room, and according to Dad, there's a bunch of guys in there. Well, of course, it's the men's room, right? But not feeling super comfortable about taking his daughters into a heavily crowded men's room with strangers. And by the way, men's rooms, disgusting, especially at gas stations, except for Buc-ee's. They got the best and cleanest gas or toilet anywhere, right? Right. So Dad, I guess, knocks on the ladies' room door. Nobody in there. Goes in with his little girls. Nobody's in there. They do their thing. And as he's finishing up with them and they're washing their hands, which good for them for washing their hands, some jerk on a cell phone comes in, and it's a guy, and apparently he starts yelling at this father because he's in the ladies' room with his 2 little girls. And he's not just yelling at the guy, he's on the phone with 911. This guy called 911 because a dad and his 2 little girls were in the ladies' room and nobody else was in there. What possesses somebody to think, A, is it any of your business that a dad and his 2 little girls are in this bath? No, it's not your business. If you got a problem, go to the store manager. Say, hey, there's a guy in the ladies' room with 2 little girls. Let them take care of it. It's not your job. And second of all, 911? You're calling the cops for that? Now, if you'd walked into the ladies' room and you saw just a guy in there by himself, okay, maybe you make a stink. But clearly he was in there with the 2 little girls. You knew what he was doing. But this guy was just being an obstinate ass and decided to escalate things. Well, the cops showed up and they de-escalated the situation and everything was fine. But of course, this video goes viral. You know, the dad with the little girls, when he's in there, and that's the way the world is now, like it or leave it, but whatever it is, when something like this happens, people start rolling video on their phone because they want to capture it. So dad got this guy, you know, oh, by the way, the guy who was on the phone calling 911 was also in the ladies' room. This guy who called 911 lost his job. It went viral, and the real estate company that he worked for, you know, saw this, caught wind of it. He's out of a gig, all because he just tried to ridicule and target this dad who took all the precautions. In my view, he did nothing wrong. He knocked on the door. There was nobody in there. He went in. He took care of it. They were gone. I wouldn't want to take my 2 little girls into a busy men's room at a truck stop or wherever they were. That's insane. Just give them a little grace. You know, but you call 911? I mean, I'm not saying the guy deserves to have his job taken away from him, but come on. You can't do anything like this anymore and not expect some sort of blowback, especially, you know, the minute that it goes on social media, you are just screwed. You are screwed. But I couldn't believe that. Police ultimately asked the guy who was doing the complaining to leave the store. And then they approached this dad and his 2 girls and said, everything's fine. You don't need to be scared. Because the girls at some point were like in tears because this guy they didn't know was yelling at them. I just don't understand what possesses somebody like that to do such a thing. Paul in Fairborn. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Todd, long time. Been a while since I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey, but I ran in kind of a similar situation. There was one time, I tell you what this guy should have done when he came out of the bathroom door, or that guy came in screaming at him. There was one time I was going down the road and I had to go to the bathroom and I stopped in at a Speedway. Well, the bathrooms are identical, the same. Men's door was locked. So I went into the women's bathroom because I had to go.
Yeah, all right.
When I came out, there was a guy looking at me. I said, it's okay. I identify as a woman.
Oh, well, there you go. You got away with it. That's right. You can't say anything about it. Yes.
Exactly. So if that guy would have came in screaming and hollering, I'd be like, look, I identify as a woman. I'm their mother.
But isn't that just crazy, though, that someone would feel so possessed that I can understand. On the one hand, if you walk in there, like maybe this guy's wife walks in there and there's a guy in there that would be disconcerting. But once you realize that he's in there with two little girls,
Exactly.
you're just like, okay, all right, that's fine, let it go. But no, this guy, had to make a point, and calls 911.
Exactly. And that's just so retarded, because if, let's say, my wife would have walked in there and she would have seen that guy there and he would have said, I'm sorry, but my little girls, my wife would have said, okay, no problem, I'll watch the door for you.
Yeah.
But some people have just got to do something, I guess, because they have nothing in their life better to do, so they got to feel important.
I guess.
Anyways, good talking to you, Todd.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate your call, buddy. That line's open, 937-957-1290. We got a couple of cars going into buildings here real quick.
You crashed your car. In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
So we had two. Let's see. This one. I guess both of these happened. One happened yesterday. This was in Russell's Point, up there in Logan County. I had somebody message me. A couple people messaged me. A car apparently crashed into the front entrance of the Cobblestone Inn and Suites. This was around 3:45 in the morning. Emergency crews arrived. Medical personnel retrieving the driver. May have had some sort of medical emergency. Witnesses also reported seeing the driver seeking assistance at multiple locations around the Indian Lake area before the crash happened. According to hotel staff, he had visited the hotel Sunday night trying to get a room, but when they asked for ID and a credit card, he refused and left. So a little bit later, he came back and said, I'll show you. I don't know if that's what happened, but that's what occurred. He crashed through the front doors. So that's number 67. And then 68 happened this morning. One person was hurt after a vehicle hit a business in Dayton. This was on the 3200 block of West 3rd Street around 10:40 a.m. Dispatch supervisor confirmed at least one person was transported from the scene. Images show a large hole in the side of the building. I'm not sure what the building was, didn't say in the story. But if you're keeping track, we are now up to 68 for the year.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
That is crazy. I mean, I remember with my son when he was little, I never had to obviously go into a ladies' room with him, but I remember taking him into busy men's rooms, and I wasn't like concerned about stranger danger, but it is a bit much. You're in there with a bunch of strangers and you got little kids. Yeah, I almost hit the dump button, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. That's just unfortunate. I feel for those little girls and that dad. And who knows what the situation is? We don't know what the situation is. We don't know why dad was the one tasked with taking the girls to the bathroom. If he's by himself, what's he supposed to do? I remember my mom taking me into the ladies' room. Some people are just busybodies. They just gotta annoy and irritate. That's what they get off on. Jeez. Just be clubbed over the head. Well, I think the person who started taking the video was the dad who was getting berated. And I think he wanted to catch that on video. I don't think the guy who called 911 was shooting video. I think the dad, from what I could see in the video, he was just going about doing his business and he was washing the little girl's hands. And when this guy was berating him, that's when he kind of flipped on his phone and started recording. Because he wanted to get it all on video. Because, yes, yeah, probably for social media, okay. That's kind of, a little sketch. But who knows what's going to happen or what's going to escalate. So, I'd probably do the same thing. Though, if I'm being honest, I think my reaction would have been an uppercut. Somebody's in there yelling at my kid, especially a couple little girls. Somebody's walking out with a bloody lip. And it ain't going to be me. Ain't going to be me. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope everything's well. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. Celeste, I have not seen that. I just saw the story that the guy who was calling 911 got fired from his real estate job, but I haven't seen the follow-up video. I'll have to check it out. You just got to give people like that a little grace, just a little grace. He wasn't in the ladies' room because the men's room was full and he, or being a perv, he had little girls with him. That's the free pass.
Iran is pushing back on nuclear inspections. Well, the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You have to admit that he is a lot of fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Jump it! Oh my God!
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. That was the cue to call. Up for grabs, a 4-pack of passes to the Land of Illusion Aqua Adventures. That was the fat guy doing the belly flop all week long. When you hear that, be the 6th caller at 937-957-1290. And you will hook up with that 4-pack of passes. I saw this story today. This is I guess, and I haven't seen video, if there is video, of the loose wild hog down in Franklin. Apparently, cops down there are saying, hey, drivers, well, really anybody, not just drivers, but drivers in particular, because you're out cruising around. You never know. The hog might run out in front of you. This hog was seen in the area of State Route 123 near I-75. This I thought was kind of entertaining. The Warren County Humane Office officers have placed a feeder near the Wendy's. Hogs love a good double Wendy's Big Dave's burger, whatever it is. Officers are encouraging drivers to use caution in the area, particularly during early morning and evening hours. Social media post said, if you locate the hog, do not attempt to capture it or approach. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would have probably chased Stella, but not a hog. But not to be undone, I saw this, or outdone rather. I saw this story. This is from a county in Texas, Real County. That is the name, Real, R-E-A-L, County. Speaking of animals on the loose, they posted on social media that a giraffe named Gracie escaped from a ranch, and they've put out a $5,000 reward leading for the information and safe return of Gracie. I would think finding a giraffe might be pretty easy to find, opposed to like a hog or Stella the dog. Feels like it would be pretty simple to spot a giraffe. But here's my favorite part about this story. This giraffe escaped from Cedar Hollow Ranch. In the story, anyone who spots Gracie described as having rounded ears. So, you had to put out a description of the giraffe. You just see the giraffe. You see that, you go, oh, wait, is that the one that's missing, or is that a different giraffe? That one that's missing has rounded ears. This one we're looking at, square ears. Not the same giraffe.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Who, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, that's kind of my point. How do you lose a giraffe? Have you seen my giraffe? I can't find my giraffe. Yes, Clinton, I've got that one too. I feel like I have to sneeze. You ever get that feeling you got to sneeze, but it's just not coming? It's like a little vibration in your nose. I mean, I hope they do well, but Argentina looks pretty strong. I watched Brazil the other night, and I didn't think they looked terribly strong. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Scott fans are off the hook.
wtih is all news,
Dayton's news,
all talk,
and talk.
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now!
Call me!
He's laughing at us right on the radio.
The least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. If you're looking for a fun way to celebrate the 4th of July, join WHIO. We are partnering with the city of Beaver Creek once again for their annual 4th of July festivities. It's happening. Well, 4th of July. I will be in the parade, and then following the WHIO crew, me and several others will be out at Rotary Park for the big fireworks display. There'll be live music, fun activities for the kids, lots of food trucks. It's going to be a great time. So if you're looking for something fun to do on the 4th of July, someplace to go, you might suggest or you might consider Beaver Creek. We've got a Damn It Dog here.
The Misadventures of Damn It Dog.
Damn it, dog! You know, all of us that have dogs, we love our doggies. Yeah, but sometimes they just do things and you're like, damn it, dog, what are you doing? I drop that phrase usually once a day in our house, but I've not had to deal with this, thankfully. This is there's video of this out there. It's from a Ring camera. Oklahoma family was sent into panic when their golden retriever Bingo returned home with an unexpected guest right there on the front porch, a live armadillo dangling from the frothy mouth of Bingo. Yeah. The family mom shared Instagram video of the harrowing moment captured by her security camera. It's racked up 38 million views. Holy cow. Although her children can be seen running and screaming in the clip, telling their pup Bingo to drop the animal, the brazen pooch still enters the house, comes back out without the armadillo. So Bingo shows up, walks in, drops the armadillo, I guess, in the living room, and then takes off. Damn it, dog. The woman then says that Bingo comes back inside, picks up the armadillo, and takes it back outside. So there's that, at least. Bingo eventually scurried away, or the armadillo eventually scurried away into the neighbor's yard. No word on if the armadillo has made any other returns. And this is kind of on the opposite. This is a good story. I guess we could do the little good story. Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
I'm a good dog.
Also about a Labrador.
Yes, I'm a good dog.
Retrieving things.
I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
Yeah.
I'm a real what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm a real good dog. See, I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
Well, this is about a this is about a Labrador in California. Family out there have this is great. They have trained their 7-year-old full breed Labrador named Bear. He doesn't go out and grab armadillos. Rather, they've trained him to collect packages from Amazon. That's a pretty good trick. It's kind of like, teaching your dog to go to the fridge and get a beer and bring it to you there on the couch. I've seen dogs do this. It's pretty cool. Bear has started picking up packages when he was around 2. His owner says that Bear has been carrying packages, unwrapping presents, and taking in some groceries and household items for quite some time. So that's kind of cool. Not like grabbing the armadillos from the wild, but still kind of cool. Save you the trip to the front porch to get your Amazon packages. We have some Tasty Tuesday news here.
Why don't you go inside and get yourself a tasty snack?
Want a bite? They're real tasty.
How you get so big that you food of this kind?
It was tasty, delicious, and tasty.
When you're hungry, everything looks tasty.
That was tasty little hors d'oeuvre.
I love talking about food because it's one of the few things we can all sort of agree on. You may not agree on religions or sports teams or political party. Maybe you have some issues between the metric and the imperial system. There's all kinds of things that divide us in today's world, but food is not one of those things. I mentioned this yesterday on my social media because I was off last night. It was National Onion Ring Day, and I love me some onion rings. Love them. So I asked the question, who has the best onion rings in town? And this list, so many great comments. Some people suggested the root beer stand on Woodman, also Sliders on Watervliet. The Home Sweet Home Cafe in Clayton got a shout out. Red Robin got a shout out for their onion tower. Culver's, Jack in the Box, Nick's Restaurant in Xenia. I've had those. Those are solid. You know what else? And I think it's still there. It's been a while since I've been to downtown Xenia, but there used to be a restaurant, and maybe it's still there, right across from the courthouse called the Buccaneer. Like Buck, B-U-C-K, and ear. Not the Xenia Buccaneers. You get my point. Anyway, they had terrific onion rings. Let's see. Somebody mentioned Buffalo Wild Wings, the BK Root Beer Drive-In in Piqua, Slim's in Spring Valley. Somebody mentioned the DQ, the Melody. They said I had some really good ones at the Melody in New Carlisle on Sunday. Chop House, Beggar Dave's, the Spot in Sydney, Woody's Diner in Indian Lake. That got a shout out. Hasty Tasty on Linden. Let's see. What else? Hands Down Airport Cafe in Urbana. Roll House, that was a big one. And Oakwood Club, Dublin Pub. Yeah, I don't know if there's an onion ring fest. I know there's a chicken wing fest. There should be an onion ring fest. If not, I should be the one sponsoring it and judging it. I would love that. Onion Ring Friday or something like that. I don't know. I saw this story. It made me chuckle because for years I have been mocked and ridiculed because I don't eat anything blue. I don't feel like blue is a natural food color. And I get pushback sometimes when people are like, well, what about blueberries? Well, I believe that blueberries is actually deep purple. Deep purple. I don't think they're really blue. But M&Ms have announced that beginning in August, they're doing away with blue M&Ms. Apparently, the Mars company, they're getting away from the artificial dyes, and they've tried to replicate the blue, and they can't do it. Not to the level that they want. Oh, somebody's saying that the Facebook feed is down. Huh. Oh, well. We'll try to get it back. The other thing they're doing away with, brown M&Ms. And I thought for sure brown M&Ms would be one of the simplest to replicate because of chocolate, right? But that's not the case. The blue M&Ms were introduced in 1995, and they're going away now. The only M&Ms that will be available, red, yellow, orange, and green. So if you happen to be one of those people who eat blue and you love your blue M&Ms, now's the time to jump on it. 937-957-1290. John in Fairborn. What's going on, John? Hello, John. John, I can't hear you, man. John is gone. We've lost John. We have some World Cup news. Oliver, my producer tonight, during the commercial break, we were chatting about the World Cup. Have you caught the World Cup fever?
I have so caught the World Cup fever.
I'll tell you what I'm so excited about is, the World Cup is on Fox, and I don't get Fox. We don't have cable, and I don't subscribe to the Fox streaming. I've been watching the World Cup on Peacock in all Spanish.
Really?
Yes. And I am in love with it. I am absolutely in love with it. I really appreciate the fact that I can't understand what the announcers are saying, except when there's a goal and when they get excited.
And that's fair because I can imagine that's much more exciting than the typical broadcast.
Oh, it
honestly.
is. It is. I don't care what the announcers or the analysts have to say when I'm hearing in English. I don't care. I just love hearing the Spanish. But the other thing that I love, the one thing that Fox has done, is that they do the extended highlights of the games. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch 15, 20 minutes of these games, and they show you all the highlights, all the goals, all the highlights. And I have watched every single game.
Really?
Every single game through the highlights.
And you got World Cup fever.
Oh, I love it. I'm up until like 2 or 3 in the morning some nights watching the World Cup. I just I'm all about it. And I saw today that Cristiano Ronaldo seized another record. He's now the first person to score in, 6 World Cups.
Wow.
He's 41, and he started playing, I guess, when he was like 18. His first World Cup, I think, was 18. He's played in 6 straight World Cups and have scored goals in 6 straight World Cups. That is amazing. Now, I don't know if Messi will be able to do that. I mean, he's only played in 5 World Cups. Maybe he'll be around for a 6th. But, I mean, he's getting older.
Yeah,
he's getting older.
That's a tough judgment. That's 4 years in the future.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing that I saw that was kind of interesting has nothing to do with this World Cup. But remember the infamous goal from Argentina's Maradona?
Yes.
The hand of God.
Yes.
This was in the, the 86 World Cup against England, where he jumps up and he hits the ball with his hand and it goes in the goal and they count the goal. That soccer ball is being auctioned off. The exact soccer ball that he used the hand of God is going up for auction in August, Heritage Auctions. And they are expecting that the ball will go for $2.5 million. That is an Adidas, let's see, Azteca. I think that is because it was in Mexico.
Yeah.
It was in Mexico City. And I remember watching that. I remember watching it live. And he scored two goals that day. That one, and he scored another one where he dribbled from midfield through 5 defenders and scored. Just unbelievable. But if you got an extra $2.5 million, the hand of God ball is available.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I don't know. I probably played that I'm a Good Dog song and they bumped me. I will say there seems to be some issues with Facebook. I'm trying to pull up my page and nothing is loading. So it might just be a Facebook issue and not necessarily an issue with what I did. Yeah, my page isn't loading. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Oh, numbers are spiking. Numbers are spiking. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm glad that it says there's 50 people watching, but who knows? I don't know.
Dayton's only all-news morning show. Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO. Dayton, Springfield, WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill.
More child porn charges against an Englewood man. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
So what's wrong with having a little fun, huh?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, the Facebook feed is back up. My wife, my wife's sister, Sarah, spotted this story, and I asked her to send it to me. This was a interview that pop singer Olivia Rodrigo gave. I've heard of her. I don't know much about her. But she was being interviewed, I guess, by a radio station in Los Angeles. And she brought up the fact that on occasion during certain concerts and certain festivals that she's been performing at, that she has noticed an unusual aroma wafting from the front row. And, you know, when you think of an aroma at a concert, the first thing that comes to mind is like weed. Like somebody is token up there at the show, right? You smell the weed. How many times, folks that have been around here for a while, you were at a show at Hera and you smelled the sweet stench of weed? Well, that's not what she's smelling. She says, quote, "I've been to certain concerts and certain festivals where people wear diapers so they can be front row of the show. And that's been an experience as a performer that I've smelled. I think about it kind of often." So is this a new trend? Because I don't remember going to concerts and being in the front row. And I've been in the front row a couple of times over the years. But people were not wearing diapers to concerts so they could just hang out and not have to go to the bathroom. Like leave and go. Is this happening now? Is that where we are? The level of humanity? People are wearing diapers to concerts so they don't have to excuse themselves. They're just letting it go right there in the front row.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
I love this show.
It's fun to listen to.
Locally grown,
Here in Dayton,
seriously funny
He's a crackpot with wild ideas.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
All right. Station 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Scan the live Doppler 7 radar. It is clear and sunny out there right now. Very nice. 78 in Englewood, 78 in downtown Dayton at 608. Traffic sponsor like Whisper Tire and Auto Service. Expert freight repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted freight repair experts at whispertire.com. I'm going to take the call first, and then I'll get to you.
WHIO is all news,
Dayton's news,
all talk,
and talk.
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
It's Todd. It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
On the radio?
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. He's a nut. Real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after 6:30, we've got guests in. It's not Wing It Wednesday, but we have some good friends of mine from the Salvation Army. They're going to be in talking about an event they have coming up for the 4th of July, which I will be at. But we had somebody booked tomorrow night, so we're going to have them on tonight. But it'll be a fun conversation, I promise. Also, we've got some mail call to get to, an email about an event going on at Marie Stein this weekend, and I have some questions. But it looks like fun. 937-957-1290. Before we get to the gist of this hour, which will be a conversation with my producer, Ian, about something monumental that happened in his life this past weekend, I want to talk to Bobby in Miamisburg first. Hey, Bobby, what's going on?
What's going on, Todd? I got two things for you. Number one, the M&M color controversy.
Yeah.
Dial it back to Van Halen, late 70s. The color that they wanted off their rider was brown.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
That was the first item.
Yeah.
The second item, blue came along about 20 years later, but the second item, the best onion rings can be found at Brent's Burnt End Barbecue in Middletown.
Okay. Now
and they've got superior barbecue, and I even say they got the best in the area. Brent's Burnt End Barbecue in Middletown.
Well, let me just tell you something. You have piqued my curiosity because I love burnt ends. And if I could find a great place for burnt ends and amazing onion rings, I got to try it. It's called Brent's.
Brent's. He comes up with a food truck. I work up at the base. He comes up about twice a month. But I went to his restaurant in Middletown just to get a better angle on it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, superior onion rings.
All right. Is it the way they fry it, or is it a sauce, or the thickness of it? What would you say makes it the best?
It's the fry. It's really crispy to bite into, because sometimes onion rings are soggy.
Yes, yeah.
And the other thing is, there's actually an onion in the onion ring. I hate going to onion ring places and get the onion rings, and you bite into half of them, and there's not an onion in there.
That's right. That's right. Like, what happened here? How did we lose an onion? How did we lose an onion? All right.
And he makes his own barbecue sauce, and that's just the plus.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to
barbecue. Yeah, Brent's in Middletown.
All right. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. That sounds good. Man, oh, man. Some burnt ends and some onion rings. Yowza. Ian, my producer, can you hop on, please?
I can absolutely hop on.
So I've sort of joked with Ian over the last year or two that he's been working on my show, that how can I put this? He's been living in sin with my niece.
Yes.
Now, just so you know, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? I just think that's a funny saying from a bygone era. Yeah. But this weekend, you did the deed. You proposed.
I proposed. That's right.
Now, I'm glad you're working tonight.
Yeah.
Because I had some questions on this. Now,
Sure.
This has been a big deal
in
our family for the last month or so, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you decided, yes, you were going to ask Helena for her hand in matrimony. And I was told you can't say a thing. You can't even bring it up. You don't even allude to it on the air, because I know Helena sometimes listens to the show, or she might be on the live stream.
Yep.
And I didn't want to spill it, because this was going to be a surprise. The question I have, and I don't want you to think I'm picking on you, because I'm not.
Okay.
So over the weekend, you made a big to-do about this, right? This was you, and it should be a big deal. I understand. But you took her someplace for a picnic, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So I have the wrong story. Do we have another niece? Mary, do we have another niece? No. So
You mean explain everything that happened?
Well, but let me get to it first.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Because the few times that I've proposed, which is 3, it was kind of a one-on-one private thing between me and the other party.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
The first one was my ex-wife. The second one didn't take. We never made it to the altar. And the third one is Mary. But it was a kind of a one-on-one thing.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But this was different. You had family members that were sort of hiding in the bushes.
Kind of, yeah.
And then after it was all said and done and she said yes, they swarmed her. Is that?
No.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Tell the story.
Okay.
Tell the story.
I'll tell you what I told everyone, like the family and stuff beforehand. This has been in the works since December. So I had, leading up to the proposal, I had all of her immediate family and then her best friends. I had her friend come out, her best friend that moved to Indiana, come out here for the weekend. She stayed with us. Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Indiana.
That's not okay. I thought India. That's pretty cool.
So she drove in same day. That way she could stay with us through the weekend after Helena would say yes.
Yeah.
I had them park. We went down to Bryan Manor. It's this, now it's a bed and breakfast, but we didn't use it as a bed and breakfast. It's this gorgeous, like kind of like castle style manor made of brick. It's beautiful. A lot of overgrown vines, a bunch of flowers. It's gorgeous.
Sure.
Very fairy tale like.
Yeah.
And I had our photography friend set up a photo, say we were just taking some photos, whatever, and that's when I would do it. But I had all of her friends and family park at the Warren County Career Center, which is like 2 minutes away, park in the back lot. And then when we were walking into the backyard for the manor, I texted them to come on in. And that's when they drove in while we were taking photos.
Ah, okay. So it was a one-on-one thing.
It was a one-on-one thing with her photography friend.
I gotcha. Okay, well that makes sense because the way I got the story, and clearly I didn't get the story correct at all, that this was sort of a promposal thing where the whole family was there and you were going to propose.
No.
That's what I thought it was, and I thought, is this a new thing where you invite the entire cast and crew to be?
It was her family and friends being there was a surprise.
Okay, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
all
after
right,
I proposed and she said yes, and then we walked out back to the front and all of her family and friends were there. And
sure.
Our senior year sociology teacher was there as well.
I saw pictures of that. I thought that was kind of cool that you invited.
Influence on our beginning relationship.
Because that's where you met.
Well,
or like in her class or something?
That's where we got close. We went to the Renaissance Festival with a mutual friend, but we had like no conversation with one another.
You got to know how. I wonder how many true loves have been
one person apart.
Well, no, just ignited at Renfest.
Well, I mean, we did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
I'm now one step closer to being in your will.
Well, that is true. That is true. My question is, do you know what the next step is? I mean, I know you know what the next step is, but have you started planning or anything of this nature? There's a reason I asked.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing specific. I mean, over the weekend, I took her to a bunch. I surprised her with 2 other things. We went to Lancaster and Cincinnati.
Okay.
That was a surprise for her as well. And but after everything is said and done, now we're in this together. We're planning stuff together now.
Okay.
She's looking at venues now.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw this out there, and I'm being serious.
Okay.
A week or so ago, a friend of mine, I was with them at a ball game down at the ballpark with the Dragons. And one of her sons and his fiance asked if I would marry them.
Oh.
Now, I can.
You're ordained.
I am ordained in the Universal Church of the Internet. I paid my bucks. I'm ordained. Now, unless you have somebody else you've got your heart set on, just throw it in out there.
Sure.
I would be happy to marry you two.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that.
Because, and I've talked about this a little bit on the show. Helena, of course, is family, right? And I've known her since she was just a itsy bitsy little girl, right? And you are the son of one of the most influential people in my life when it came to radio, your dad, Tommy Collins.
That's right.
So
the GOAT.
I mean, he made all the difference in the world in my career.
Yeah.
I would love to do that for you guys.
I appreciate that.
Now,
I will absolutely tell her that.
If you decide no, that's fine. No hard feelings. You won't be in the will, but but I would love to do that for you.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Think about it.
Okay.
And we can chat.
All right.
But congratulations.
Thank you, Todd.
And early welcome to the family.
Oh, you're too kind.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
I love this show.
It's fun to listen to.
Locally grown.
Here in Dayton.
Seriously funny.
It's a crackpot with wild ideas.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
another commercial. Pam, I appreciate that. I like watching you on Facebook, but I can't stand all the interruptions. Well, I get it.
1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Can we have some fun now, please?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Knock off the jaw jack, and it's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
Nathaniel.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. We got some email here. If you'd like to shoot me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Says, hey, Todd, I'm a huge fan of yours. You have a very big heart for Dayton and the surrounding communities. The Maria Stein Country Fest is this upcoming weekend, and we have many wonderful free family events and entertainment, including our famous tractor square dancing. And there's more, and I'm going to get to it, but this is from Jane and Maria Stein. Well, first of all, Jane, thanks for being a fan of the show. I would like to know what tractor square dancing is. This isn't obviously tractor square dancing, I don't think. I need some explanation. Please check out our mscountryfest.com, or here on Facebook, we have the Cincinnati Circus Human Foosball Games, the Backseat Driver Contest. In parentheses, I know how you keep track of vehicles and buildings. Those drivers must not have a very good backseat driver, and so much more. We will also be holding Media Day on Thursday at noon, featuring our main entertainment and the famous Tractor Square Dancers. Tractor Square Dancers. We hope you get a chance to come our direction and check it out. A shout out about the Maria Stein Country Fest on your show would be a wonderful bonus. Well, thank you, Jane, again, for being a fan, and thank you for all the information. So, and I'd also like to know, who is Maria Stein? I know I've heard of this place my entire life growing up here. Obviously, that had to be a person, right? And they named the town after Maria Stein. But I have no idea who that is. So maybe somebody knows and can fill us in on Maria Stein. But yeah, the big Country Fest is going on this weekend. You can check them out on Facebook.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
With Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
And Lewis on the live stream. Oh, by the way, I'm going to turn your camera on, and in your microphones. Oh, I got to adjust this. This looks a little wonky. Ooh, there we go.
I knew I should have combed my hair.
Martini, you can pull the mic a little closer to you. Don't be afraid.
It won't bite you, so won't you bite it.
Ooh, that's the wrong keyboard. Too many keyboards. All right, cool. Okay, your mics are up.
All righty.
Everybody say hello to Majors Paul and Martina Cornell.
Hello.
Hello.
Lewis on the live stream says tractor square dancing is a hoot to watch.
Sounds like it'd be more exciting to do.
Right. And Dennis says Maria Stein is the wife of Frank N. Stein. Okay.
Oh,
very
Frank
funny.
and Stein. Yes.
Hoo hoo ha ha. Get my Wing It Wednesday open, even though it's not Wing It Wednesday. We had somebody on last Thursday for Wing It Wednesday because it was the for sales big poultry days. It's a huge event that's been going on for like 70 years.
Wow.
But they don't start cooking their chickens until Thursday.
Oh.
So if they came on Wednesday, they wouldn't have anything. So we moved them to Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a wise move.
Yeah. Leslie says Maria Stein was not a real person.
Oh.
There's got to be somebody.
There's got to be somebody.
Maria Stein.
Right. But I'd be curious to know, like, then why? What's the point of that name then?
Could it be a movie character or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maria Stein,
like Skywalker Ranch or whatever.
I don't know.
Not a real person.
Trying to think of like Grand Lake St. Mary's. There's St. Mary's. So I don't know. I mean that's just like a generic name. St. Mary's. You know.
Yeah.
Biblical name, but just generic. But Maria Stein. It seems like it would be
not quite as generic as Mary Smith.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Google it and read it. See, here, this is interesting. And Leslie, I'm not picking on you. There's so many questions that I ask on the show that I could just Google.
Yeah.
But what's the point in me? This is why I have a show.
It's
the idea is to have people call me and say, here's why it's Maria Stein.
Yes.
Here's what tractor square dancing is. If I just looked up everything online, I wouldn't need to do a show.
Yeah.
I used to be smart until smartphones came along.
Right.
Because
yeah.
now when I say something to my wife, before it was like, oh, really? That's why they call it that. Oh, that's how they do that. Now, every time I say something, she whips out the phone and fact checks.
She facts check.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, actually, Paul, you are wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time.
That's funny.
Well, now you have ChatGPT.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, AI. Forget it.
Yeah.
Have you named your ChatGPT yet?
No, but I have had discussions on the show about people gendering their chat GPT, like referring to it as he or her.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that we talked about was being polite, like people putting in a request and saying, please, and thank you. And some people think that if you're polite, you get better answers. But I don't,
Yeah. You have to have the right prompt to use to get what you want.
That is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use the please and the thank you.
I'm a product of the 70s, 80s, and early 90s.
Yeah.
Every time like they depict what happens with artificial intelligence, it goes badly for humanity.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Okay, here we go.
Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully. You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it.
So we're just gonna wing it.
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. I know it's not Wednesday. Usually it's Wing It Wednesday. We have a local nonprofit group come in and talk about an event or a fundraiser or something that they're doing for the community. But I've got somebody scheduled tomorrow night who are going to be here. And I love the folks at Salvation Army. I've been doing stuff with them for the last number of years. And I thought, well, we'll just add a day. We did that last week with the Versailles Poultry Days, right? So what's the difference? Joining me in the studio, Majors Paul and Martina Cornell from the Salvation Army right here in the Dayton area. First of all, it's good to see you guys again.
Good to see you too.
I saw you not long ago. We had the big information event. You know, all the local groups that help folks here in the Miami Valley all gathered there. That's right,
Yes.
connecting at the Kroc Center. And that was a good time.
Yes, it was.
A couple, probably a month or so ago on a Saturday morning.
Yes.
But you're here again because we have another event coming up. 4th of July. Martina, get a little closer to the microphone.
A little bit closer. Here we go.
Don't be afraid.
There
Don't
we
be
go.
afraid. Yeah.
Yes, family fun and fireworks on July 3rd. We're excited.
Yeah, we did this last year. And as soon as I got off the air at 7:00, I ran out there. And you had a DJ. You had a DJ out there dancing. You had bounce houses. You had all kinds of stuff, and people were dancing in the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah, they had line dancing,
Yeah.
hot dogs,
Hot
water, soda.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I saw you dancing too, Paul. Didn't I? Did I see you line dancing?
No, you must have
No.
been hallucinating.
Somebody else.
There were
that
some
was
fumes over in
suspiciously-
that part of where you were.
Yeah.
I was dancing. But yeah, we're adding more activities for
Oh,
the people
cool.
that come. We're adding yard activities besides the bouncing houses. So it'll be a good night for everyone to come.
Well, what's cool is that that is the night of the Dayton fireworks
Yes.
display, and it's right across the street
Yes.
from where you're at.
Yeah.
What is it? Is that what park is that? I'm trying to think of where they do the fireworks.
Oh,
Is that the-
goodness, you're going to ask me that.
That's a good
I forget what it is. I think it's the
not
baseball
far.
fields over there.
Yes, there's a
Yes.
baseball field.
Yes.
Howell Field, is that it? I
Might
can't
be.
remember.
I can't remember.
Either way, it's right across the street, and the seats are perfect.
They're perfect. All they have
You
to
know,
do
right
bring
there at
their
the
lawn
Kroc Center.
chairs,
Yeah.
and it's perfect. The view is wonderful, and it's a safe place
Yeah.
Yes.
that they could come with their family and children.
Right.
And it starts at 7 p.m. and it goes all the way to the end of the fireworks.
Yeah.
So
It was a good time last year. So that's the real reason that you guys are here, is to promote this cool event that's going to be coming up. But sort of the behind the scenes aspect of you guys being here is the fact that you've been here now for a couple of years.
3 years.
3 years, which is usually when you work for the Salvation Army and you are sent somewhere in a leadership role like you two have been.
Yes.
You're there for much longer, but now you're moving. You're
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad.
It is. We are definitely sad to leave Dayton. We
Yeah.
came here just 3 years ago. We were never appointed to Ohio before, let alone
Right.
Dayton.
Yeah.
We have come to love this city and its people. And we are so grateful for the opportunity that we've been here, that we've got to serve here, and we've gotten to know the people here.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been good friends of mine, you know,
and you to us as well.
the last couple of years and dealing with the loss of my son. And it's just been, I'm going to miss you guys terribly, but I appreciate the invitation to visit you in Boston.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yep. You need to come out our way. When you get an opportunity.
And you're going to be in charge of the state.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. For the Salvation Army.
For the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm not running for governor.
No. That's cool. That's cool. Well, let's just talk about the Salvation Army in general and what you do for the communities in the areas that and you're in all the communities.
Yeah,
almost
pretty
every place
much.
has a Salvation Army presence.
Yeah, I
you know?
believe we are currently in 134 countries around the world. We are an international organization.
Right.
And we are first and foremost a Bible-believing church. We have our own church services, our own seminary, and all of that. And out of that comes our desire to serve our fellow man.
Right.
And to meet human needs in his name without discrimination. That's what our mission statement says.
Well, one of the first things you told me when we met was that the Salvation Army, accepts people where they're at.
Yes.
At that time, right? Because we're all different, we're all fallible, we all have challenges, and we all find that we need a helping hand from time to time at different points in our life, right?
Yes, we do.
And that's what I think is so cool about what you guys have done. And I've told this story before, and it was one of the first stories I shared with you guys when we first met, was that I've always had a special place in my heart for Salvation Army because my mom told us the story many times when we were growing up, and to this day, she still gives to the Salvation Army that when she was young and little and her family struggled, to make ends meet, like many families do, young families, they were provided, holiday meals from the Salvation Army. And that really left an imprint on her life and in her mind, and it sort of carried on to this. So when I got the opportunity to maybe work with you guys, I thought, well, this is perfect.
Yeah, and it really was a perfect matchup because you are the voice of so many in Dayton.
Well, I try.
We've been privileged to get to know you, and this partnership with you over the past couple of years has been a wonderful opportunity to get to know you, to get to know more about Dayton, but also for Dayton to get to know more about the Salvation Army.
Well, being in this position that you are both in, you've been now here again just 3 years, but you've been here long enough to sort of dig into the community. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are on the city. I know you've talked about how you love it and you've made many great friends here. I mean, what do you see the greatest need from the folks that you deal with and that you that's not the right word. I don't want to say deal with, but you interact with. Right. Yeah.
Boy, the needs, the one thing that's interesting, and we've seen this other places that we've been, the needs shift according to the times. And so in some places it's food assistance, other places it's shelter assistance. Lately, it's really been utility assistance. The utilities have skyrocketed along with the rest of costs of living expenses. It's just really been rough on average people just trying to make it. And
it's really hard because, on some level, it's not anything that anybody wants to try to do. You can skimp a little bit on food.
No,
you can't. This is my point. You can eat. How can I put this delicately? And I'm going to make a good point. I promise. You can't skimp out on your electricity.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, in the wintertime, you need the heat. In the summertime, maybe you don't need the AC, but you need the lights on so your kids can do homework and be, you know what I mean? It's like there's some things that you can kind of cut back on, but there are other things you can't.
Yes.
And those utilities, you know, the water and the electricity and the gas, if you live in a house that has gas, it's hard to skimp on all that. You can't do that. So having the salvation there and your partnership with AES does wonders to try to help folks get back on track, help them get caught up, and keep that power running.
And it's so good about that partnership is that this year they gave us $1 million, part of the donation, the support, right?
Right.
And that has allowed us to help even more people that compared to other years.
Right.
And that is so beneficial because it is very impactful that the fact that we're seeing people that are unable to pay their utilities.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dealing, in a situation where everything is a challenge, that's the last thing you need to have as a challenge. You know, if you could get that taken care of, then it gives you energy and time to maybe deal with whatever else you might be dealing with, in
well,
your
you
life.
almost have this vision of a person carrying a huge burden.
Yeah.
And our role is to come alongside them, and maybe we can't take on the entirety of the burden that they're carrying, but we can help them carry a piece of it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just that little bit that helps them to manage to keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward.
And sometimes that's all they want.
Yes.
You know, I mean, sure, there's people out there that want everything taken care of. But the people that I've encountered in my experiences there, often there's just there for a little bit of a leg up.
Yes.
Just give me a little bit of help so I can get through this. And, some place for my kids to go. I mean, the Kroc Center is just an amazing campus, an amazing facility that people can, go there and find whatever shelter, whether it's actual shelter or emotional shelter or whatever it is.
Yes.
It's just a great organization, and I'm so grateful that you guys have been here for the last few years, making sure that continues, and it's going to continue on.
Will continue on.
Yes, it will.
It's so impactful because we feel like we're making a difference in their lives, right? We're helping them, but they don't know the impact they're making in our own lives. When they come and be so appreciative of the help that we're giving and be able to provide these resources, they're blessing us.
Right.
They allow us to come alongside them and just help them and guide them and even pray with them.
Right.
And that we can continue this help and find a place to come and feel comfortable to share their concerns.
If people are in need of help, what's the website that they can go to? I know what it is, but you guys can.
It's theincroc.org, but when they go into the website, they have to go into SAAhelp.org and complete the information there.
Okay.
So they could be fast.
SAAhelp.org.
Yeah.
Okay. And that can get them started with
Yes.
everything, and somebody will reach out to them and things will move forward, right?
Yes, they'll complete the information as it's requested on the screen there, and we'll be able to provide them with the assistance, provided they meet all the qualifications.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
if they don't have a computer, they still could give us a call.
Right.
Yep.
So
Right.
they could call us at
Or come in.
or come in as well. And the phone number is 937-528-5100.
Excellent. Hang tight. We'll be back here in just a moment with Majors Paul and Martina Cornell from the Salvation Army right here in Dayton.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Who, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Yeah, yeah.
The rubber bands.
I've worked at a couple of radio stations where we've done 80s things. It's still in town. They do a thing called the Time Warp Prom every year.
Okay.
Which was actually one of my ideas when I was doing promotions there.
Cool.
I was like, we should do a prom, like a throwback prom, but make it like an 80s theme. And, the guy that worked at the station has an 80s band, and they've played every year now for I think going on 20 years, 25 years. And then we had one up in Troy, little radio station I worked up there at for a bit. And my buddy and I dressed up as, do you remember, Weird Science, the movie Weird Science?
Oh, yeah.
We dressed up with the bras
on
our heads
yeah.
wrapped around. There's a great picture of us in our bras, and that was a weird experience going to the Goodwill and trying to find women's bras. I mean, we found them, but it was interesting
My
experience.
favorite character from that movie was Chet, the older brother.
Oh yeah,
Chet.
Yeah. Well, that was Bill
wasn't it?
Paxton. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We ended up in a number of movies and was, most probably notably was in Twister.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was in Twister.
He was the main character, the main guy.
Did not know.
Yeah.
I remember him in True Lies. He played a really funny part.
Yeah.
In that movie, the used car salesman.
Yeah. Also, Robert Downey Jr. was in that movie.
Yes, he
Oh,
was.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
In Weird
Yeah.
Science?
Mm-hmm.
It
I
just
didn't know
it was
that.
a smaller part.
He was in 16 Candles too.
Never seen
That
one.
and let's see, what else was he in? The Rodney Dangerfield Back to School.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that
With
one.
Sam Kinison.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What was he, like a history teacher or something like that?
Sam
Talking about-
Kinison was like a
about
political
the Vietnam
science or
War.
history or
Yes.
something. Yeah, when he's yelling and
Yes.
yeah,
That was a funny
it's good
guy.
stuff. Yeah.
I didn't see many of these movies in Puerto Rico.
Well, yeah, I guess
You missed
probably
out.
some of them
Missed out.
wouldn't translate, and I don't mean language wise. It's just like culturally.
Culturally,
the
culturally,
it's
the
like,
humor,
what? I don't-
it still doesn't translate well. in my
Yeah.
head. When he makes jokes, I look at him and I'm like, what is that? What does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Kelly LeBrock. That was the model and
She
the
was
actress.
the it
Yeah,
girl
she
back
was.
in the
Yeah.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I went to Los Angeles with my dad. He went out there for business. And this is when I was in college. I was in the broadcasting school, which is no longer here, but there was a broadcasting school here in town. And I got an opportunity to go and meet a program director of a big radio station that was out there. Just on a lark, I sent him a letter. This is back, before email. And I sent him a letter and I said, hey, I'm going to be in Los Angeles. Is there any chance I could meet with you? And you wouldn't expect somebody like that to, but his secretary called like a day or two before we left and said, yes, Scott will meet with you.
Wow.
So on the trip, I was in a cab and I remember mentioned Kelly LeBrock, pulled up at a traffic light. I was in the back seat and she was sitting in a red Jaguar.
No.
Oh, wow.
Now she was just, she's attractive and it caught my attention. And then the closer I looked, I'm like, that's Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah.
And it was Kelly LeBrock. That was the only celebrity sighting I had out there.
Was that when she was with Steven Seagal? She was married to Steven Seagal.
Oh
for
boy.
a hot minute.
I don't know. This would have been 90, like 1990.
Did
I
she
don't
wave
know.
at you at least?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't
Steven
I didn't
Seagal
say
might
anything.
beat you
I
up.
just said that's Kelly LeBrock. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my. Yeah, that was actually kind of funny because I went on that trip and I spent time with this program director. And when I came back, I went on a tour of another radio station in town, and my teacher mentioned that to the program director who was giving us the tour. And he was, for some reason, impressed by that I had that gumption to reach. And at the end of the tour, he offered me a job running the board.
Oh, wow.
Just like Ian does in there.
Wow.
And that was my first job in radio. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
We are going to have mad fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And yes, it is Wing It Tuesday. Day early.
Tuesday.
That's right. We've got Majors Paul and Martina Cornell from the Salvation Army. I'm going to be out there at the Kroc Center on July 3rd. It's their big block party. That's why they're here. We've been talking about that. Big family fun event, music, bounce houses, food, free food, hot dogs, drinks, the whole deal. And, of course, fireworks, the City of Dayton fireworks at the end of the event. And you're right across the street from where the fireworks are going to go off.
Yes.
So you've got perfect seating. So, yeah. That'll be good. Well, guys, I just, again, thank you so much for your friendship over the years. And if you're just joining us, they are moving from Dayton to Boston with the Salvation Army. But I've gotten to know you guys over the last couple of years and just think the world of both of you. So thank you for all your hard work. And hopefully we'll see you on a visit to Boston.
Yes,
absolutely.
Wait.
That would be great. All right, well, come out and see us once again, July 3rd. It's the Salvation Army 4th of July block party at the Kroc Center, and I'll be there broadcasting live after my show. Have a terrific night. Don't forget you can get the podcast of the show at eveningedgetodd.com and all your other favorite podcast platforms, except for Spotify because they kicked me off. Have a terrific Tuesday. We'll be here just after 5 tomorrow here on the Evening Edge.
And with that, folks, I thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.